And we are in the chat, and if you could smash that like button, because actually that's what helps us get going. You know, it was this time last year, Craig and I were doing 1 million views on this show in the week. Or it was 500K, a million. We were doing 500K to a million views. And now we are down to less than 30,000 a week. So I don't, it's like... And it was because we found the reason why. Because in the title, the week that we all went into, I don't even know if I want to say the word, right. LOCK, Downs, we put that in the title, and then forever my YouTube has been shadowed out. Let's just say that. So... smashing the like button, believe it or not, actually gets this show back to where people will watch it and suggest it in videos.
Hit that like, share it if you feel so inclined. Make sure you subscribe as well. There's all sorts of ways that you can stay interactive with us here.
Yeah, and I've had this channel for going on 10 years this December. And it was December, I think, 7th of 2011 this channel was made, and I never go, please subscribe to my channel. Like, we never throw the give us a like with how every YouTube channel, we don't do that. But I'm just straight up just being yo, hook it up with a like if you like it, because it actually helps us to get it out to more people, because it's really weird having such a successful show and hit millions of views. And just this show by itself was doing 1 million views and 500,000 views. And then it just went because of the way that this world has gone. So we appreciate you being here, and we love seeing you all in the chat. So big week, Sun and Venus are in Aries, and this is the Sun at its exalted period moment. This is where the Sun gets its juice back, because remember, in all the quadrants, you've got the spring, so there's cardinal fire. You've got the summer, which is fixed fire, Leo. You got the fall, which gives you Sag, mutable. The winter has no fire. There's no fire sign. So what we just went through for the last 3 months, 3 signs, no fire signs. Now we got some fire back, and it's cardinal, and it's Aries, and Venus is meeting up. It's hot and heavy, and Venus is not the happiest here, and it's definitely getting burned up by the sun, but I feel like we are shedding off all the relationship crap and getting to what we really want and not doing what we don't want anymore. And this is a big week with this moon in Leo that's going to trine this Sun Venus. So talk about really a Frankenstein moment into a jumpstart moment into I don't even know how to even get it even more creepy and crazy and fun and happy. It's really weird. It could go from... For some people, it could go from this was good to this is horrible. And for some people, it's been this is horrible to this is fucking amazing. So depends on where you're going to be at in that sliding scale. It will be there. And we also have Mars, of course, with the North Node this week. So you better take that action in your life. We're not going to see Mars in the North Node in Gemini for 18 years. So I just want to remind people, when it comes to changing your environment, communicating into more powerful energies and actually creating the environment you want for love, this is where you do it. You've got to, and you got to, or to make the changes that you need to make, what you want to not be in. And we're not going to see Mars and the North Node come together for 2 years. So, which will be in Taurus, but I'm just trying to tell you, Mars is at detriment in Taurus. So a good Mars right now in awesome aspects with the sun, because the nodes serve to the pleasure of the sun and the moon. And the sun and the moon, when they trine, is when Mars is hitting the North Node. So I don't know how to better tell people we're not seeing this thing for multiple years in this good of energy, of being able to win in your life and actually make changes. And especially with your love story, we are going to see a lot of Chiron energy with the sun, Venus, and Chiron all meeting up this weekend. And so we could truly, Chiron is the key to unlocking your human nature and your sensitivities. A lot of people always go, it's the healer. It's you heal once you go through your sensitivities and accept situations. And this is dealing with Aries, so it deals with our egos. And it's like, are we going to just keep pushing our ego into away from love, or keep pushing our ego? And that could be by staying in something that you don't want, or that could be by pushing out yourself or being afraid of it. We got to work through these issues, and this Sun Venus is going to meet here. And so what are we holding on to that we don't want to anymore? And what are we afraid to hold on to that could actually heal us? So this is quite the week. Let's see what's going on with tarot. I'm excited to see, and I will give it one more shuffle. Although I was shuffling a lot before. I just did all the sun sign horoscopes for highvibe.tv, and I will give us one more shuffle, just so people can see. Quite a week. I'm excited. Craig and I we're going to be in Lake Havasu this weekend. I am racing jet skis again. The season starts for Jet Jam, and we'll be out in Lake Havasu in the hot sun. And I guess nice, it's a little vacay.
Desert heat.
Yes. And it's going to be quite the time. I'm stoked.
We're going to see maybe some lizards and some scorpions, potentially.
I was looking forward to the bikinis and the beautiful water.
Is that there also, bikinis?
The jet skis and I do love the sunsets and the hot heat and the cool people that we know out there, and we're taking all the rigs. Craig's going to drive my Raptor with one of my trailers, and I'm going to drive the F-450 with the big RV, and we're going to go, and we're taking the Can-Am out because you can drive on the streets in a UTV, and it's going to be a blast.
That jack that I sent you today.
I know, I do.
Right?
I saved it in my reels so I can purchase it, because that's like the most badass shit I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Thank you for that. Let's see what's going on with love for everybody this week. Four Swords is the first card that we got in reversed here. Our challenge card that we got. We did get the Four of Wands upright. So we got Four Swords, and then a Four of Wands is our challenge. The Five of Cups reverses the overall, and our way through this is the Four of Cups. Wow, a lot of fours. Woo. Wow. I think already, if we just think of all the four energy, it's definitely going to be a lot of exciting and random and who knows energy. But that Four of Swords reversed, it feels like right now in relationships, we're unsure of emotionally if we're in a safe place, or we're trying to find that safe place. And there's definitely, I always feel like with Four of Swords, there's a little bit of walls emotionally. People are like unsure to let people fully in, or if they want to like still keep somebody in. We do have the Four of Wands as our challenge, which is something to celebrate about. There's that diamond in this card, which I do like a lot. I do love this. This card is a pretty cool way of looking at it. And I would say, like, maybe this is us. The challenge is finding the diamond in the rough, or if we are accepting that we have a diamond that we already found in the rough, or was it cubic zirconian? I do feel that Five of Cups reversed, though, is saying, let's not go into the energy of feeling like anything is sorrow. If you got to break up with somebody, is it really sorrow, or is it really like you're getting to the better place and getting out of a sorrow place that you've already been? Or if love hasn't shown up the way that you want to, you're going to have to look at your walls and stuff and not keep creating the sorrow in your life. You're going to have to work through some of these issues in yourself. The way we get through this is the Four of Cups. Don't take on anything that you don't want to take. Like, if you don't want to get into something because you don't like it, or you just like are like, oh, I'm unhappy because I'm single, but this is kind of good. No, Four of Cups definitely is like, here's an offering, but I don't like it. So don't take anything you don't like. But also, what are the reasons why you might not like something could also be sometimes just you kind of are focusing on other things. I would say to get through this diamond in the rough energy, it's like, is it really a diamond? Like that's what we're really looking at. We're going to use more cards to clarify this more. I feel like we're all like, is this really the diamond in my life that I really want to have? And I feel like, diamonds last forever. That was a good slogan to get some rings on it. I think more diamonds are chucked at pawn shops from when they break up. Some people do carry them. I know that my stepmom wears my whose was it? I forgot whose diamond it was. It was somebody in my family's diamond. So, but they do last a long time. So I think we're really seeing if we got cubic zirconians around. I don't know. Do they still make cubic zirconians? I feel like they just make plastic ones now that like are kind of hard that they sell at like stores now and make people think they look like diamonds. And I think cubic zirconians are worth more than what they try and use now from China.
Yeah, they can make fake. You know, maybe a little quartz in there or something.
I don't know, man. Well, maybe I don't know. Let's
engagement.
See. Why is this emotional? Well, we got offerings coming our way. Or we're wanting to make an offer, but there's a lot of uncomfortable emotional stuff that we have to kind of go through here. So I feel like this is what the issue is like the offerings are here, but yeah, it might be a little bit weird, uncomfortable emotionally, or we also are having to stand up for our values and it's uncomfortable emotionally. So there's a lot of uncomfortable emotions about great things, whether the great thing, believe it or not, especially could be you just being like, yo, like this is what I'm not into or whatever, but it's uncomfortable, but it's like you're standing in your value. Page of Pentacles is definitely always an offering coming to us or us having to present the truth of the value system and where we're at. We got that sorrow card, the 10 of Wands reversed. I mean, this is definitely saying that we have, if you're holding on to sorrow as weight right now in your life, let it go. Don't put yourself through situations that you're going to feel sorrow about. And I also think that you don't need to carry the weight and keep worrying so much about like, I got a feeling it's about what other people think. Like, it's like, who cares what other people think? Who cares what, it's like only focus on and concentrate all your energy right now and what really matters to you and your happiness. Like, don't let all these outside resources and outside people and outside situations or the thoughts or the worries about what somebody might say or something might do or react. Do what's going to make you happy and what's going to bring you love. I think that's so important for this week right now. And really taking the great offerings that are uncomfortable and to see if it's the diamond. Sometimes we have to sit with the diamond, you know. I don't think that you just go and look in the shop and go, yeah, that's the diamond, you know. It's kind of like if it's a real diamond, you know, you get that shit. I was married and I had to buy my ex-wife a diamond, right? When I got engaged, like, you know, I didn't just go buy a diamond, you know what I mean? I picked one out and like got to like get it. And then I made the ring and put a bunch of diamonds in the ring, you know what I mean? And had that motherfucker made for weeks. Like, it was not like I just went shopping and went, oh, that's a nice one and fucking put it on there, you know? You don't do that shit, you know? Unless, you know.
Looks like you missed one right there.
What?
You missed one of those cards. I can still see it sit on the table.
Oh, thank you. You know, you with the camera, isn't that creepy with cameras? Cameras can see what you're doing. I didn't even see it. And cameras can. All right, let's see what's going on with our Oracle to see what's going on this week. We got the Mars card. Oh, wow. I mean, we got to take action for us. It's also the card of sex. So there's definitely like, I think like if you're not feeling passionate and there's definitely a drive towards going towards what offerings are going to bring us more comfort, but it's going to feel a little uncomfortable, but we're going to have to take action. And maybe that's the uncomfortable part. And I think that also at the same time, it's like, if you're in a position or you're with a partner and the sex isn't good and like, it's uncomfortable, like, you know, it's kind of like, it could be uncomfortable in many ways, right? It could be uncomfortable just even doing it, or you could be uncomfortable, like, can we please like get it over with? Like, please. Or I don't know. There's a lot of things like that are going to come up with us having to take more action and define, though. There's a lot, because this is all about defining, especially because we're in areas like defining what it is that we want in ourselves, even though it might be uncomfortable to like sometimes, you know, hey, make an offering to somebody. Hey, I want to take you on a date. Like, you're really what I want. I don't know why I'm messing around with all these people on my dating app, or I'm messing around with this. Or if you've met somebody and, you know, there's a new place to go, like, let them know and take the action on it. Or if you want to get out of something, you're going to have to let them know too. We got the jealousy card. Oh boy. Oh wow. For the collective. Woo! I think there's going to be a lot of jealousy going on. I think there's going to be a lot of changes in reality in relationships this week. And maybe it brings up like, oh wait, I didn't know you were dating that person. Or, oh my gosh, you're available. And then the ex fucking is like all creeped out and checking on your fucking Instagram now and shit. If you also have somebody that's all weird and creeping on your Instagram and shit, definitely fucking, they're not for you. If there's somebody that, like, I've had a couple of people that like look at who I follow and shit, and it's just like, they always create their own stories in their head. Jealousy always creates its own story. And I think that anybody that's going to come at you jealous this week, they're not your diamond in the rough. They are not fucking the energy. They're trying to take from you. But what's weird is they're only jealous once you're not energetically there for them in some sort of way. It's like they kind of maybe pushed you away. I got a feeling about that. And then like you went somewhere else and it's like, oh, now they're jealous. And now they're trying to make sure that, oh, now you realize, like, you know, it's like, come on. Fuck no. That shit's fucking annoying when that happens. People do that. I can't even believe that people do that. All right, let's see what's going on with our shadow card here. Now that we're all set up here, we go much faster through the signs, but I just, woo! What's going on with the shadow? What's the collective shadow work with going on this week? Is this me? Ooh! Well, that's a big question. Once we're in this defining and finding that diamond in our life, finding these offers, like, I think that the shadow is like, am I really this? I would say that this especially deals with relationships that are already involved. Like, you have to ask the question, like, hey, like, is this who I am? And then I think for anybody single entering in, like, if it just feels like somebody that's so out of your realm per se, I got a feeling it'll be like, am I ready to turn myself into this kind of person? Right? Like, am I ready to, am I ready to do that? That's going to be an interesting one. And then, of course, we're going to pull Ganesha. And then, of course, I'll pull 2 cards, one for relationship and one for singles. But what does...
Ganesha, give us something good.
How healing is that when Craig does that? It's just so healing. The cards feel like they've been healed too. They really do.
They've been blessed.
We got innocence. So I think the diamond that we find is that beautiful innocence of love that's there. Look at there's a lotus flower there that's being handed. And I think that, true romance is around energetically where there's a simple, beautiful essence of innocence. But we got to take action towards it. Like, we just can't look at the innocence like it's some beautiful like movie or just some beautiful reminds me of Beauty and the Beast, like having the rose in the weird little fucking rose, like, what is that called, like beaker the
glass case,
rose case.
The
you actually have to do something.
You
can't just like keep looking at it and be like, that's a pretty rose, like time's running out and all the fucking petals are falling. Like, you better fucking drop something down here. I just, because I am going to be pulling 2 cards, but I will get deeper. What is this innocence about? This fucking innocence? It feels like super easy though. Oh wow, victory. You want to definitely go towards what's that beautiful realm and that innocent realm and that energy that makes you feel comfortable. This is us finding victories, and whether it's just finally exiting something or entering things. This is a awesome fucking reading here, I feel. So when it comes to singles, 2 of Swords. Stop hanging on the fence and thinking that you don't know which decision to make. You know what decision to make. Go through with it. Stop fucking acting like you're blind and all that shit. You already know what to do. If you're in a relationship, wow, the Chariot. The relationship has to move in a whole new direction, or somebody is moving on completely. I'll get one more card with that. It's the Knight of Cups. Definitely, it's stuck emotionally right now in relationships, and this thing needs to follow spirit and it needs to go on. And if you're dealing with somebody who's not spiritual and doesn't know how to follow the divine, it's not going to work out because they're stuck emotionally, and there's no way to get out of that. It's like trying to get a two-wheel drive car out of the mud. Like, sorry, you need 4-wheel drive. We don't have a way to get you out. We got the Sun in Cancer, and is that the 9th? It is. Wow, this is us expanding our emotional horizons, expanding into opportunities, into more adventures that really are relationships that have an emotional foundation that's actually positive and open. And anybody who's open emotionally, definitely that's where you're going to want to go to. You definitely don't want to go to anywhere that's masked up and closed off emotionally.
No, you do
and
not.
If anybody's trying to make out with you with a fucking mask on,
not up in here.
Not up in here.
Not up in here.
That is not a trend.
No, and I think we have to be aware where we're feeling kind of forced or pitted into the corner of a room, because you might want to look around because there might be a door behind you, a little trap, a little pull on that bookshelf, and you can slide right on out there. There's always exit strategies. There's always a way to get yourself out of the funk, or the funk of a relationship, or whatever it is, but be aware of forced situations and forced individuals. And when it doesn't feel right, call it for what it is. If it doesn't feel right, if it's not feeling true to yourself, then don't engage in the situation. Look the other way, look both ways, then cross the road. It's like the little chicken. Why'd the chicken cross the road? Because it was a fuck situation on that side of the road, and it knew they needed to move on. So don't be that little chicken scared on that one side of the road. Just pick up, skedaddle across the way.